Hi, my name is Barbara Mainhart. Welcome to the Weekly Dose. Here at the Alpha Center for Divorce Mediation, we try to send you a little bit of information once a week about coping with divorce because we are concerned not only with your legal and financial issues here at our center, but also how well you do through the process and going forward. And today, my guest is Greg Hubbard, who is an attorney mediator with the Alpha Center for Divorce Mediation. He is an attorney and he is divorced. But today we're going to talk about, we've talked a little bit about the shock, the anger, the grief, and now we're going to talk about starting to rebuild a new life and rebuild or start new relationships, and how do you approach that, and what works, what doesn't work, and kind of give people a little bit of future to
Some
feeling
hope. Yeah,
that
some
they too will get to that point. So take it away, Greg.
Yeah. Ironically, I think one of the most helpful things for me, and I'm so grateful that I was in a support group and that I had a guide who helped me understand some of this. But the most helpful thing in rebuilding and connecting in relationship again was having some time, some solitude early on, not jumping too quickly to the next relationship. Just taking advantage of having a lot of time alone on the days when I wasn't with my kids or wasn't traveling or whatever. Just having more time alone, which sure it can be lonely, there can be difficulty in that, but it also was a chance to catch up with myself, figure out a little bit who I was and where I was going. And I'm glad somebody was coaching me to really do that, to take a little time and do that, because I think later it really helped when it was time to reconnect with people in a more substantial way.
Oh, that's wonderful. Because I would think too that it's almost soothing to have that alone time because you're not with people. You don't have your persona, your face, whatever that face needs to be that day, whether it's work or friends or whatever. It's just yourself, and you can do or think whatever you want at the time, and kind of really recoup or replenish yourself if you want, or just kind of sit there and do nothing. Sometimes that's a great thing to do as well. So what challenged you in, like, when you were ready to kind of reconnect and kind of like step out into life again?
Yeah, I had some old friends who were just so helpful in all of this. One who spent so much time with me on the phone, and one who said, come get on a plane, let's hang out. It was good just to connect, first of all, on a friendship level, and with people I'd known for a long time. And again, not jump too quickly into the next romantic relationship, but spend time with myself, spend time with friends, time with some extended family, and just kind of some low pressure interacting for a while. What was very good for me. I remember, I just remember this one day. It was on a weekend, and I think I had to go buy groceries and do errands like we do on the weekend. And it was a weekend I did not have my kids with me, and just remember seeing that whole experience is so differently because I had all day to do a few hours worth of things, and there was nobody really waiting. And sure, we could talk about the downside of that, but I was able to just be so much more present. I was able to talk to the people who were checking me out at the store, and just really be present to the moment and to myself. And it was an interesting experience. It was really good for me in many ways.
Yeah, I can understand that. It's just, and because I rarely have a day where I'm not needing to be 15 different places,
Yeah.
but on the days where I play hooky,
Yeah, right.
it's like I just meander from place to place, and
Yeah.
it's kind of fun. What kind of interesting, freeing, fun things happen to you as you're stepping back into
Yeah.
everything that you you kind of like, maybe did for the first time or tried for the first time or,
Right.
and I can imagine that, just meeting a casual acquaintance who said like, oh, you want to go have a cup of coffee or something, and going like, yeah, I don't have to be doing
Right.
anything else.
Yeah, 20 years of being married, and then you're not. And there's, like I said, there's a lot of downsides, but there's a lot of interesting things as well. That I went on a couple of trips by myself, and I know some people would not want to touch that. I understand, but it actually it was very interesting. It was a neat experience. Not something you'd want to do every time you travel, but
Yeah.
meaningful, and I actually enjoyed it in a strange way. Um, I remember things like that I was able to do. I was able to go see a friend of mine, like I said, and just
Hmm.
get on a plane and go see a friend and just spend some time with somebody that I probably wouldn't have done otherwise. And I even remember when I first moved back into the world of dating, and again, I was fortunate to have somebody walking through this with me. That I took a different approach. I'd always been met somebody, and it became serious very quickly. And at the encouragement of this guide, I just really slowed it down and just met several people. I was very upfront with them, but met people and went out casually for a little while and just waited to have some perspective again.
Oh yeah, it's amazing that when we're younger we do this, but then later you're going like, oh, I have a choice,
Yeah.
and the choice is like, let's make sure that we both are good for this. So, well, I want to thank you for sharing everything with us today about your journey to rebuilding your life and relationships. Thank you so much for being so candid about it. To read Greg's blogs, please go to alpha-divorce.com, where you can read the entire series. Also, I want to mention that we offer a workshop. It's called My Divorce RX, How to Grow Stronger, Happier, and Wiser. And it's really about being able to talk with people and be guided through taking care of yourself, through divorce and beyond. You can give me a call at 800-310-9085 or email me at alphaoutreach at alpha resource center. Sorry. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thanks.